Namaskaram students. Copper, aluminium, they come under the category of conductor because they conduct the electricity. Silicon and germanium, they come under the category of semiconductors. The next one, PVC, polyvinyl chloride and bakelite, they come under the category of insulator. So, based on the electrical conductivity, the materials we are classified as three groups. One is conductors, semiconductors and insulators. The next one, we know very well the first law of thermodynamics. We want to produce the electrical energy means we can't create the electrical energy, but one form of energy is converted into another form of energy. That is the deal with the first law of thermodynamics. Now, in battery, how do we create the electrical energy? The chemical energy inside the battery, we have some chemicals. That chemicals only changed the chemical energy is changed into electrical energy. Because of chemical reaction, we are getting the light energy. That is called as electrical energy. So, today's lesson is electrochemistry. What is electrochemistry means? It is the interconversion of chemical and electrical energy. What is electrochemistry means? It is a interconversion of chemical and electrical energy. Today's lesson is electrochemistry. So in that lesson, we are going to see in this video these topics. One is resistance and resistivity, conductance and conductivity. We are going to see the definition for resistance and resistivity, conductance and conductivity, and molar conductance, equivalent conductance, factors that are affect the electrolytic conductance, and measurement of conductivity of ionic solution. Conductivity of ionic solution by using Wheatstone bridge. So these are the topic we are going to cover in this video. Rest of the lesson in PPT.
In this slide, some of the points I have already discussed in the introduction part. In this modern world, without battery we can't live. So battery, how it is work? Inside the battery we have chemicals. That chemicals undergo reaction. Because of that reaction only we are getting electrical energy. So it is important to know about the principle, what is behind that, how the energy is converted. We have to know about that. So this electrochemistry is a branch of chemistry. It deals with the transport of electrical energy and also interconversion. The electrical energy is converted into chemical energy and chemical energy is converted into electrical energy. Electrochemical reactions are redox reaction. What is redox reaction? It is a combination of reduction and oxidation. That reduction and oxidation based on the electron gaining and electron loss. So it is based on transfer of electron from one substance to another. In this unit, we are going to discuss about the electrical conductance, construction of batteries and thermodynamic principle that is involved in that electrochemical reactions. Sodium chloride or potassium chloride, when they are dissolved in water, they are completely dissociated and gives the cation and anion. Sodium chloride gives sodium plus and Cl minus. Potassium chloride gives K plus and Cl minus. That sodium plus K plus is called as cation and Cl minus is called as anion. The cation, it moves to cathode. Cation moves to cathode because cathode is a negative part. So the positive is attracted by the negative part. Then Cl minus is a anion that is attracted by the anode. Anode is a positive character. So positive character attract the negative character. So in that one, the ions are, they carry charges and then one electrode to another electrode, thereby they conduct the electricity. The conductivity of this electrolytic solution, what is electrolytic solution means? Sodium chloride solution and potassium chloride solution. Through that the electricity is conducted, so that conductivity we can measure with the help of conductivity cell. Then this conductivity cell, you see that in the diagram there is two electrode that is immersed in electrolytic solution, and then that conductivity cell, it obeys Ohm's law. The Ohm's law also obeyed by metallic conductor also. Metal conduct electricity. They also obey Ohm's law. Likewise, the conductivity cell also obeys Ohm's law. What is Ohm's law means? At constant temperature, the current flowing through the cell is directly proportional to the voltage that is applied across the cell. So, based on Ohm's law, I is a current that is directly proportional to V. And then we can say that I is equal to V by R. What is R? R is a resistance. Resistance means it is opposition that the what electricity we are giving. So that the resistance is here inversely proportional to the current, but V is the directly proportional to current. Then another form we can say the Ohm's law, V is equal to IR. I think you know very well. And what is resistance? What is the unit of resistance? Ohm. In conductivity cell, the electrolyte solution, they are restricted between two electrode and having the cross-sectional area capital A, and they are separated by the distance L. Then resistance means it is directly proportional to the length and inversely proportional to cross-sectional area, so that we are getting a formula R proportional symbol L by A. Then the proportional symbol replaced by rho. Rho is a constant. What constant means? It is a specific resistance or resistivity. Then definition for that specific resistance and resistivity, by getting that, then when the L value is 1 and A value is 1. What is L? The distance between the two electrode is 1, and also the cross sectional area also 1, means we get the rho is equal to R. So what is specific resistance or resistive means? It is a resistance when the electrolyte, they are restricted between the two electrode having unit cross sectional area. Unit cross sectional area means 1. The value of cross sectional area is 1, and also they are separated by unit distance. Unit distance means 1 meter or 1 centimeter, like this. So we get the resistivity as a resistance. Then the ratio L by A, it is called as a cell constant. And then from the formula, what is the unit of resistivity means? Ohm meter. How we get the ohm meter means, see that what is rho? Rho is equal to R into A by L. R means unit is ohm, and A means meter squared, and L means unit of L is meter. So meter and then 1 meter is cancelled, so that we are getting ohm meter. Now what is the unit of resistance? Ohm. What is the unit of specific resistance or resistivity? Ohm meter. Conductance. Reciprocal of resistance is called as conductance, and SI unit of conductance is Siemens. See the formula. What is conductance means what, ma? It is a reciprocal of resistance. So C is equal to 1 by R. We know that what is R? R is equal to rho L by A. Then substitute that R value in conductance. We get conductance equal to 1 by rho A by L. Then specific conductance. How can you say the specific conductance? What is conductance first? Reciprocal of resistance is called as conductance. Then specific conductance means reciprocal of specific resistance is called as specific conductance. Then another word is for specific conductance is conductivity. So for the symbol for specific conductance is kappa. 1 by rho is equal to kappa. That symbol, that 1 by rho, instead of 1 by rho in the conductance, if we put the kappa symbol, means we get the conductance, that is C is equal to kappa A by L. Then what is kappa means? What is kappa, ma? Specific conductance or conductivity. We are going to see the definition. So kappa is equal to C L by A. What is L? Distance. If this distance is 1 meter and also the cross sectional area 1 meter square, means the kappa is become as a C. Kappa become as conductance. So what is specific conductance? Kappa means it is a conductance when the electrolytic solution having 1 meter squared cross sectional area and also the distance between the electrode is 1 meter, means The specific conductance, the conductance only called as specific conductance. Then the SI unit of the specific conductance is Siemens meter minus 1. How we derived means, in blue color box it is indicated that kappa means what? 1 by R L by A. Then L meter, for instead of L you put the unit meter, instead of R we put the unit ohm, instead of A you put the unit meter squared. The meter will cancel, and then we have in denominator ohm and then meter. If you go in the numerator means ohm minus 1 meter minus 1. The ohm minus 1 is called as mho, or otherwise it is called as Siemens. So ohm minus 1 is called as mho or Siemens. Now the SI unit of specific conductance is Siemens meter minus 1. In this problem, the distance between the electrode is given as 1.5 centimeter, and cross-sectional area A, capital A, is given as 4.5 square meter, and then resistance is given as the electrolytic solution having the resistance 15 ohm. We have to find out the specific conductance of the solution. Specific conductance symbol is kappa. Formula is 1 by R L by A. So instead of R 15 ohm, but the L and A we have to convert in the meter. So 1 centimeter is 100 centimeter is equal to 1 meter. Here the unit is given in centimeter, so that we have to put 10 power minus 2. 10 power minus 2 means 1 by 100. 1 by 100 centimeter is 1 meter. Then the kappa value we get it as, after substituting the R value, L value and A value, we get the kappa value 2.2 Siemens meter minus 1. If the electrolyte amount is small means the number of ions also small. So for the different concentration means low concentration means low ions, high concentration means high number of ions. So in different concentration they have different number of ions, and they have different specific conductance. In this slide we are going to see the molar conductivity. First of all, see the definition. What is molar conductance means? It is a conductance of the electrolyte solution containing 1 mole of electrolyte. I underline that word. 1 mole means that is called as molar conductivity. In a conductive cell in which electrodes are 1 meter apart, the distance between the electrode, it should be a 1 meter. So that is called as molar conductance. So what is molar conductance means? It is conductance of V meter cube of electrolyte solution. What is V means? Volume of any other volume, but that volume should contain 1 mole of electrolyte, and also another condition is the distance between the electrodes should be a 1 meter. That is the condition. So there are two conditions: 1 mole electrolyte and 1 meter apart from that electrode. That electrolyte solution having the conductance is called as molar conductance. Now the molar conductance symbol is given as inverted V, and M is molar. 1 mole is equal to kappa into volume. Kappa means specific conductance, V means volume. Then molarity. Molarity formula is number of moles of solute divided by volume of the solution. Afterward, we get the volume of the solution by interchanging the molarity placed to volume and volume placed to molarity. Here, what is the condition for molar conductance? It should be a 1 mole. So for the number of moles, I put number 1, and 1 divided by capital M. What is capital M? Molarity. Then it is given in liter ma. In molarity, we always calculated volume in liter. So instead of liter, we have to put the meter cube. So how many meter cube for 1 liter? 10 power minus 3 meter cube is called as 1 liter. So instead of liter, we have to put 10 power minus 3. Now the volume per meter cube is equal to 10 power minus 3 by M. That volume is now substituted in equation 9.6. We get the molar conductance equation is kappa into 10 power minus 3 divided by M. This relation, above relation, defines that the molar conductance is in terms of specific conductance kappa and concentration in terms of molarity. Equivalent conductance. First of all, definition. It is defined as it is a conductance of V meter cube of electrolyte solution that containing 1 gram equivalent of electrolyte, and then the electrodes are 1 meter apart. Here also based like molar conductance, two conditions given. One is the electrolyte should have the 1 gram equivalent and the electrode should separated 1 meter. These two condition is satisfied by the V meter cube of electrolyte solution, means that V meter cube of electrolyte solution having the conductance is called as equivalent conductance. In molar conductance, the electrolyte containing 1 mole. In equivalent conductance, the electrolyte should have 1 gram equivalent. So equivalent conductance symbol, the inverted V is given ma. The formula is the same one for the molar conductance, kappa into volume. What is the difference between the molar conductance and equivalent conductance? Means molar conductance means it is for 1 mole of electrolyte, and equivalent conductance means it is for 1 gram equivalent of electrolyte. So for that, 1 mole of electrolyte we derived from the molarity formula. For 1 gram equivalent of electrolyte, we are going to derive from the normality formula. What is normality? Normality means number of equivalent divided by volume of the solution. Afterward, we get the volume of solution V by interchanging the volume, position and normality. We get number of equivalent divided by normality. From the definition, what is the number of equivalent for electrolyte? It is 1 gram equivalent. So instead of number of equivalent, I put number 1 and normality symbol is capital N. It is equation 2. Then afterward, the volume of solution is in the liter. So we have to convert the liter into meter cube. So formula for 1 liter is equal to 1 meter is equal to 10 power minus 3 meter cube. So we have to put the 10 power minus 3 in the numerator. So the volume of solution have become as 10 power minus 3 divided by n. This equation we have to put in the equation 1. We get the equivalent conductance formula, kappa into 10 power minus 3 divided by n. So the equivalent conductance relates the specific conductance kappa and also normality. The molar conductance, it relates that specific conductance and the concentration molarity ma. But equivalent conductance, it relates that specific conductance and normality. In this problem, 0.01 molarity of potassium chloride is given and specific conductance kappa value is given as 14.114 into 10 power minus 2 Siemens meter minus 1. What is the question here means? We have to find out the molar conductance. Molar conductance formula is kappa into 10 power minus 3 divided by molarity. So kappa value is, we have to substitute ma. Afterward, the molarity value is given as 0.01. That value also we substituted, means we get the answer for molar conductance as 14.114 into 10 power minus 3. We get the unit mole minus 1, meter minus 3. In this problem, first of all, the electrolyte concentration is 0.15 normality. Afterward, the concentration is changed into 0.5 normality. If the concentration is different, means the number of ions in the electrolyte also different. So because of different number of ions, the specific conductance value also differ. So first of all, in 0.15 normality, the resistance we are keep it as R1. And then the specific conductance value given as 2.4, we keep it as kappa 1. And normality in this situation, 0.15 normality, we keep it as N1. The next one, we are going to change the concentration of electrolyte to 0.5 normality. That normality we are going to fix as a N2. N2 value is 0.5 normality. Then in that normality, the resistance of the electrolyte is given as 418 ohm. We are going to fix this 480 ohm as a R2 value. Then we have to find out the kappa 2 value because it has the different specific conductance. Then the kappa value from the formula. What is kappa means? 1 by R L by A. Then L by A means it is a cell constant. So the kappa now becomes kappa is equal to cell constant divided by R. For kappa K1 is equal to cell constant divided by R1. Then kappa K2 it is equal to cell constant divided by R2. Then we are going to divide the K2 divided by K1. We get the equation R1 divided by R2. Then substituting the K1 value, R1 value, R2 value, we get the kappa 2 value as a 0.25. This kappa 2 value is belongs to normality 0.5 normality of the electrolyte. Now the question is we have to find out the equivalent conductance of the 0.5 normality. So for that formula is equivalent conductance symbol is inverted symbol, inverted V is equal to K2. Why we are putting K2 here? Because the 0.5 normality, the specific conductance value is K2. So that the kappa 2 into 10 power minus 3 divided by N. That N, which N we have to take it, ma? The question is 0.5 normality they are asked. So that we have to put the 0.5 normality. Then we get the equivalent conductance as 5 into 10 power minus 4. Then what is the unit means? Siemens meter squared gram equivalent minus 1. Factors affecting the electrolytic conductance. First of all, the solvent which has high dielectric constant, they show the high conductance. So which one show high conductance? The solvent which possesses higher dielectric constant. The next one, viscosity. Viscosity decreases means conductivity increases. Then we can say that what is the relationship between conductance and viscosity? The conductance is inversely proportional to viscosity. The next one, when the temperature increases, conductance also increases. This is because when the temperature increases, the kinetic energy of the ions also increases. Thereby, the attractive forces between the charges is decreases, hence the conductivity is increases. The next one, dilution. When the dilution is increasing, that means if we add more amount of solvent, the molar conductance of the solution increases. In terms of strong electrolyte, we can say from the interatomic forces. The interionic forces of attraction is decreases with dilution, so that the ions are moves very fast. In weak electrolyte, the degree of dissociation is increases. The weak electrolyte, what is strong electrolyte and what is weak electrolyte? Strong electrolyte means they are completely dissociated. So there is no strong electrolyte form. There is only the ion form. But in weak electrolyte, they are not completely dissociated. There is some weak electrolyte present. That weak electrolyte is converted into ion with the help of dilution only. So when dilution is increases mean the weak electrolyte, the number of ions also increases. Thereby the conductance also increases in weak electrolyte. But in strong electrolyte, it is already completely dissociated and gives the ion. That ionic between the ions there is some forces. That forces decreases with dilution, so that the conductance also increases with the dilution in terms of strong electrolyte. Wheatstone bridge. What is the use of Wheatstone bridge? With the help of Wheatstone bridge, we can measure the specific resistance of a metallic wire. But in this lesson, we are going to measure the conductivity of a ionic solution. So, see the diagram. In the Wheatstone bridge, there is 4 resistance. But one of the resistance is replaced with the conductivity cell. That conductivity cell is filled with the electronic solution. That electronic solution conductivity we don't know, ma. So with the help of this Wheatstone bridge, we are going to measure the conductivity of electrolytic solution. In specific resistance of metallic wire, in Wheatstone bridge we use DC power supply. But if we use the DC power supply for the conductivity cell, it leads to electrolysis of the solution taken in the cell. So we can't take the DC power supply for the ionic solution in the Wheatstone bridge. So instead of DC, the AC current is used because it prevents the electrolysis. So in Wheatstone bridge, to measure the conductivity of electrolytic solution, we use AC current instead of DC current. If we use DC current means what will happen? It leads to electrolysis of the solution. So that only we using AC current. In this slide, the Wheatstone bridge, we know very well in Wheatstone bridge there are 4 resistors. So instead of one resistor, the electrolytic cell is attached. Then the junction A and C, there is a AC source is attached, connected, and at junction B and D, see the diagram. E, what is E means detector. Usually the telephone earpiece is used as a detector. It is connected between the junction B and D. If the variable resistance, S is a variable resistance, if you are going to adjust that variable resistance until the bridge is balanced. So at the under the balanced condition, the current is flow. Other condition that is not balanced means the current is not flow through the detector. So under balanced condition, we will find the through the formula we can find out the R. What is the formula under the balanced condition means P by Q is equal to R by S. So if you know the resistance of P, Q, S means we can find out the R. What is R means? It is a resistance of the electrolytic solution under the balanced condition. Through this resistance we can find out the conductivity cell. For in subsequent slide we will see that one. Conductivity calculation. In previous slide we calculated the resistance of the electrolytic solution from the equation P by Q equal to R by S. We get the resistance value by knowing that resistance of P, Q and S. Now we calculate the specific conductance or conductivity of electrolyte by following the formula kappa. What is kappa means? Specific conductance is equal to 1 by R L by A, where the L by A is a cell constant. That cell constant value, it is provided by the cell manufacturer. The electrolytic cell we are using NOMA, that cell is manufactured by some producer. That producer will give the cell constant value L by A. By substituting the R value and L by A value, we get the specific conductance value of the electrolytic solution. Then the cell constant we can be determined by using potassium chloride. How can we find out means we have to know about that concentration of potassium chloride and we have to know about the specific conductance of that potassium chloride. Then only we can find out the cell constant value. If the cell manufacturer not provided that cell constant value means we can find out that cell constant value by knowing the concentration of potassium chloride and also knowing the value of specific conductance. We can find out the cell constant value. In this problem, first of all, the conductivity cell containing potassium chloride as a electrolyte. For potassium chloride, normality is given as 0.1 normality, and that electrolyte having the resistance 190 ohm, and then specific conductance of potassium chloride is 1.3 Siemens meter minus 1. From this potassium chloride, we have to find out the cell constant value. So cell constant value we find out from equation kappa into resistance. Kappa means specific conductance of potassium chloride is given as 1.3 and the resistance of potassium chloride is given as 190 ohm. So multiplying these two we get the cell constant value 247 meter minus 1. Afterward the electrolyte, that conductivity cell now filled with the sodium chloride. For sodium chloride they given the concentration as 0.003 molarity and resistance of sodium chloride is given as 6.3 kilo ohm. That kilo ohm we have to convert into ohm. So kilo means what? 1000. So Kilo ohm is converted into ohm by multiplying 10 power 3. 1000 means 10 power 3. Then the L by A cell constant value we are find out from the potassium chloride electrolyte. That value you have to substitute ma. So then kappa value of sodium chloride we get it from L by A divided by R sodium chloride. That is resistance of sodium chloride is 6.3 into 10 power 3 ohm, and the cell constant value is 247. So substituting this one we get kappa value as 39.2 into 10 power minus 3 Siemens meter minus 1. Afterward, another question they asked molar conductance. Molar conductance means the symbol for molar conductance inverted V. M is equal to kappa into 10 power minus 3 divided by M. What is the molarity of sodium chloride? It is given as 0.003 molarity. So substituting this value we get the molar conductance as 13.04 into 10 power minus 3. The unit is Siemens meter squared mole minus 1.